Check. 1, 2. Am I here? Check, check, check. Oh, I'm here. Look at that. Hello, world, internet, the ether, whatever is out there. My mouse pad's really dirty. I'm here. I wasn't sure if I was going to start streaming on Tuesday or not, but you know, YOLO. Hey, randomness. How are you? How's tricks? How's school? Are you in school now, or did you take a break from that? Got all these notifications on my Discord. I don't know where they came from. It's just announcements, right? Yeah. I am the Ethernet. You are. You're out there being the Ethernet. Internet? Ether? I think I was trying to be like out in the ether and the internet. But that just became the Ethernet, apparently. A forced break because none of the classes would fit in your schedule. Oh, okay. Well, and you got work because you're always busy, right? Well, tonight I am going to continue on my journey of doing RPG in a box development. Although there's a high likelihood that I will give up on RPG in a box development and try Godot. Primarily because I get really frustrated with the limitations of the tool sets. However, for the moment, I am still going to mess around with it. So I can't stand it anymore. But the first thing I'm going to do, it's weird, is like when I started this current game up I'm going to try out, it said it works best with controller, but I'm not convinced the controller is best for this game. I'm going to go to my keyboard and see if that works. This is fine. Because I wasn't so busy this semester and not having classes, I gained a bunch of weight. Uh-oh. Yeah, last time I saw you, you were looking pretty trim. You know? You seemed pretty nice overall. I do say so myself. Sorry to hear you've gained some weight. It happens to all of us. If you can't stand it anymore, just shift the desk down. Yeah, my desk can technically go down, but it's not in a place where it makes sense and there's too much stuff under it, so I can't actually. So I'm always standing. What I'll tell you though is it doesn't make me lose weight. So it's fine. We're good. Everything's good here. Why is the little face thing on? I'll turn that off. There's like face tracking. How do I turn off face tracking? I'll turn the camera off. See if that helps. I know it's just like a setting for it, but I think if I just turn the camera off and on again, it'll also work. Not sure how I achieved that face tracking nonsense. Alright. Am I here? I'm here. Okay. Oh, there's the top of my head. Oh my god. Come on. You got it. Alright. So anyway, as I was saying, I made a game once called Super Blorpy Run for a game jam, for White Vault's game jam in 2021. In April of 2021, something like that. Or before that, actually. Oh my god, there's my lid. And I figured I would just play with the RPG in the box and see if I can make a, mildly better version. I mean, I'm still working on Alterium Shift, outside of this, but I just kind of got a little burnt out of working on Alterium Shift on stream. So instead, I'm going to mess around. I mess around. I mess around. Mess up, mess up, mess down. I don't know how that works. So let me see here. Was this RPG in a box is voxels, right? Yes, like your face. That's blurry. Now, this game is called Super Dungeon Muncher. Hey, Burns. And I saw this game randomly on Reddit. And I was like, oh, that looks like a really fun game. And it reminded me of my game, Super Blorpy Run. And I was like, I should get this game. And I was going to play it, like, I'm going to do research when I start to see if... Because I want to find out a way to make the Super Blorpy Run at least moderately fun. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Sorry for the earballs. Give me a second. When I tried playing it earlier, it didn't have any music. So I was like, why? What is going on? Turns out there is music. It just wasn't playing well earlier for some reason. Alright, try this. Warming up for the great return of Makerville, maybe? Yeah. Maybe I should do like a Makerville Tactics RPG. They have 80 characters. If the fun is only moderate, is it actually fun or just amusement? I don't know. There's a lot of theories on what makes something fun, right? I want to get this sound right. So that needs to go down more. We'll put it down to like half of what it was. Kind of hard to, you know, I saw it on Reddit. I'm like, oh, this game looks fun. And I looked it up on SteamDB, as I am apt to do. I still feel like the audio is too loud. Let's put it down to like the lowest I can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. Right there. I tried the game. I would say it's not as fun as it looked, but I've only tried it briefly, so we'll find out. It also says that you need to play it with a controller, which makes no sense to me. Okay. I don't want toilets. Sorry. I don't have time for toilets. This is so stressful. The developer of this game got really annoyed because people were saying it was too hard with the monsters. And so they made a wimp mode. And what I find funny about that as a developer is people give you feedback on your game and you get disgruntled and like, fine, and I'm going to call you all wimps. It's like, maybe you should evaluate whether you made a game that was too hard. And I will say, just from playing this, it's pretty hard. Like, there's some almost impossible situations. It's not clear to me how I get past these monsters, right? Maybe there's a store or something? Maybe there's a way I can, like... Apparently I can unlock things. But it's not clear how I, like, kill things? Maybe there's instructions. Outrun the Muncher that devours the world bit by bit. The Muncher moves in real time, while you and enemies act in turn-based movement. Solve puzzles, avoid hazards, if that's wizards, and keep moving to avoid being eaten. Picking up items is good, restores points. Unlike a sword will destroy doors, pots, and most enemies instantly. Chop down trees. Hammer will break walls. Shield will block. And so incidentally, like with Super Blorpy Run, I kind of like the idea of this notion where you're like running around on the screen while something's chasing you. So this does have like the basic concept. So coins can be spent. Enemies mark their next move. Avoid stepping on their markers so you don't take damage. If you are on a marked box, you can fight most enemies. It needs 2 hits to poof. And a hit trade. Make sure you have enough parts. A sword reduces this to 1 hit. Okay. Pots, chest, bat, avoid pits. Okay. What's a toilet? Toilet rooms contain multiple toilets that may drop poop. Destroy the poop for a large point boost. Survive the chase. Okay. So I kind of understood the basic mechanic of the game, but there's more to it. Incidentally, if you make a game, in Unity, because it's probably made in Unity, make sure that when you click off of it, it still, shows the game. Streamer's going to stream a game. You got to be conscious that they might want to click off sometimes. All right, let's get high with some some pots. So, oh my gosh, I can't hit anything without being in its hitbox. All right. Okay, so I can absorb 2 hits before I start getting hurt. My feelings hurt. Got it. I want poop. Yep, got some poop. Well, there's a hammer down there. Oh, can't get the hammer. I need something to chop that down. I wonder if I buy something. Oh my god. Oh no, it hit me. Okay, so it's kind of interesting. With Super Blorpy Run, I'm using free movement, so I wouldn't be doing a mechanic. Hey, Doro, how you doing? I'm just, I guess I'd call this research. I'm just getting ideas. Oh, darn it. Because I'm going to be working on something similar where there's a thing constantly chasing you. Although I think I'm going to go in a different direction than this. It's interesting to see what other people came up with. This game is called Super Dungeon Muncher. But there's a muncher, and it's very super. In their dungeon munching. I wonder if I can get like better characters or something. Maybe I should do Wimp mode just so I can actually survive longer. I thought the saw let me like chop things down. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Just because I want to make that guy die. Come on, we got this. Got a shield. Ooh, I got a shield. I wish it was that muncher makes that was you the last few months. Well, sometimes you just gotta munch, Muncher's gotta munch, Oh gosh, I just got hit by the shield. Oh well. Ain't no way we're gonna go get that heart. Nope. No way. No how. Muncher's coming for me. I don't know what the saw did. I don't have a key. Do I? Is that what I got? Oh, I got a key. I thought it was a saw. They look like little saws. I'm a dummy. Cheap stuff. Hammer. I guess that's all I can get. Alright, I'm gonna get hammered. I don't even know what the hammer does. Oh, I can break through. Yeah, buddy. How many of these can I break through? Oh, only so many. Got it. Okay, I should have looked at the mechanics of that one. Oh, I got a sword. I want that shield. I need a saw. Oh, I want a toilet. Yeah, give me the toilet, baby. All right, we're gonna go to the pooper. There you go. Oh no, I couldn't survive it. Okay. I got munched. Rome? How are you, Rome? Did I unlock anything? No. I think I've gotten the gist of the game style. I don't think that this game has much more to show. I guess what I could do just for the funsies is turn off the monsters just so I can see how far I can get. What is that? Oh, that's rotate. I thought wimp was the T. Yeah, give me the toilet, baby. Not surprised. Said that. Yeah. Well, you know. Rome, how are you? How have you been? Tell me about your quail. Oh, look at that. Exactly what I want when I'm playing a game that a developer wants me to buy. I want the developer to be so bitter that their game was too hard for them that they made it so I'm a wimp in order to play the game. Instead of like looking, okay, I'm sorry. I'm really annoyed by this. The game looks so cute and promising, but like it's clear the developer, you know, they're making a game they want to make. They're not making a game they want, you know, people to play. They want to make a game that they think is going to be awesome. You know, if they actually cared about making a playable, fun game, then they would have already handled the fact that, you know, it was too hard with monsters. And it is way too hard with those monsters. It's just not, you know, balanced very well. So their response to it isn't to, like, find ways to make it a little bit more reasonable or better ramp. Just make wimp mode. What's a valid reason to make a game? Just because you want it to? Because you just want to make a game? I mean, this is a game that's on Steam for sale, right? So the developer clearly wanted people to like the game and play it. They wanted it to be at a hard level of difficulty. And people got bothered or annoyed by the fact that it was too hard. Life be life kind of in a weird place. Oh no, 8 hours. Oh my gosh, before your grandpa, I'm sorry. Haven't really been poking you to see how things are going. Well, you know, I hope that you had some good healing opportunities with, you know, going to the funeral and such. I know it's not really consolation, but yeah, sorry to hear that. It's on Steam. I don't know what this is. Why is it glowing? Can I do something with it? Is this stream? Yes, it should be, unless you don't think so. I mean, I try to be. I think I put ally on there. The problem is, like, you know, when you, like, I do the best I can to make sure people feel like they're welcome. Right? I guess is what I would say. But I mess up sometimes, and I'll like use the wrong pronoun, stuff like that. But otherwise, or sometimes I tell really bad jokes. So it's like, you know, if you don't like bad jokes, I guess that's not really LGBT. That's just me telling bad jokes. Fun. It happens. You're 95. So out of nowhere. Okay. Doro, my game Alterium Shift also features a non-binary character, which incidentally, some people really take offense to that. Can you imagine that? Like, what kind of life do you have to live where a game that doesn't even like come out and make a big deal about it, just makes a character have they them pronouns, and people get really offended, and they're like, it's an LGBT game, you know, stay away from it, not recommended, it's furthering the LGBT agenda, or like the woke agenda. I was like, what? Literally, like, the only way you know it is if you're paying attention, which, you know, there's some advantage. I'm non-binary, Arrow Ace. Why would people feel offended? Because that's how people are. I don't know. I mean, that's what I find funny about it, right? Like, there's some kind of list on Steam that is being curated where people are saying don't play these games because they're woke or something. It's like an anti-woke community in Steam, and we made the list. And what I find the funniest thing about that is, like, so we have a character that's they them. We also have some characters that are like they have parents that are same gendered, but there's nothing in our marketing materials that make a big deal about it. Because I personally think that if you're going to do something that, especially me being just, you know, cisgendered white guy, I think that it's important to show representation without making the game about representation. Because our game is a retro inspired JRPG. The whole point of the game is to, like, save the world and the universe. So whether someone is they them or not shouldn't matter, right? Like, it's a fantasy world. And that's where I get a kick out of it, and also annoyed about the fact that people get offended, really offended, that you have a character that has a non-binary pronoun. It's just amazing to me. Like, what kind of life do you live that if you're just going around looking for reasons to be unhappy about? Okay. Anyway. So, last time I was working on, you know, a mechanic for this game to, it's sort of like we just watched, like, create a scenario world that you can kind of run around it. The difference is that I want to use free movement. And so, I'll actually go and set this up here. And I can talk about the LGBT stuff too, like, I don't mind. Certainly if anyone comes in and they're saying things inappropriate, you know, like, I think in the early days, if someone made one of those jokes of, I identify as an airplane or something, I'd be like, oh, you shouldn't do that. But I would just ban somebody nowadays. You know, if they're doing that sort of stuff, it's like, you know, you came in with ill intent, you're going away. So 060. There's plenty of people out there that will support your opinion. I don't have to be one of them. The people that are saying those inappropriate things. Yeah, well, that's the part that really gets me is that just the fact that an anti-woke list exists acknowledges. So this is very interesting. I don't support anti-woke agenda stuff, but the fact that it exists acknowledges the existence of the thing that they say they hate. Like, what? You're acknowledging it means you accept that it exists in your world. So why can't it be in a game? There are people who have ripped up their kids' homework because it was teaching pronouns. Pronouns that's the funniest thing. Teaching pronouns. He, she, they, them. I mean, there's many more than that, but like those are the primary ones. Like, you can't talk about people without pronouns. I like how you learn them in English. That's not all about LGBT stuff. The parents got mad. I know, because stupid people. At work, people say they identify as a pastry, and my work is very anti. It's so strange. I mean, looking at like the literature of growing up and the movies and the entertainment, we were sort of wired, especially my generation and older, wired to hate people. We're just wired not to like people at all. I think I have the music off on this. They them pronouns in Shakespeare and Jane Austen times were so much more commonly used. It's weird. Well, like, it's just a matter of control. Honestly, if someone's is willing to believe your hate, that means that you have some power over them. And so those people that are able to find ways to make people hate will leverage that to get power, essentially. Hey, I thought I made you work. Okay. Hey, I'm old and I like at least 3 people. So this is what I was playing with last time, is the idea that there's something chasing you and you're running away from it. But I wanted to make it fun. And now this is the other thing, is like the character movement is free movement. So it's not gridded. And so now I want to kind of expand on this idea. First thing the couple things I need to do here. The tiles I made are the wrong size. I did 6x6 tiles, or 6x6x6, which does not scale well. Usually it's 4, 8, 16, 24, and so on. Even grew up in the 90s, I go back and watch shows that were popular, but not all the shows were like that. Made it super not surprising I didn't come out until I was well in adulthood. Just finished watching The Matrix with my eldest. I mean, that one stands the test of time, I'd say, other than the antiquated technology. Okay, so we're gonna do a new level map. I think we're gonna change the size to 8x8. I could do 16x16, but we're gonna use 8x8 because that scales with the sizing. 6x6 was a bad idea. I don't know why I ever did that. What am I gonna do? I'll do it like, here, let's put the number 8. And just make a level 1 thing or something. So now none of my tiles are gonna work, so I'm gonna have to make them different. Which I'm okay with. We'll duplicate it. How do I want to do this, actually? I could change dimensions of the grass, but that'll break everything. So I guess I'll just make it bigger grass. We'll just make everything have an 8 after. Or maybe we'll put an 8 before it, because then I could do like, I ate grass. The Matrix is written by trans woman pre-transition being out. Yeah. And it stands the test of time, like I said. Because formerly the Wachowski brothers, and were they both trans? I can't remember. I thought it was something like they both transitioned or something. Like the Wachowski sisters. This is kind of cool, actually. I mean, I appreciate that sort of thing exists, and that you can go back to the 90s and say, well, this one was at least not totally, not terrible at all, because obviously it was by a pre-trans person. So, I guess that's something. My favorite thing is, we've had Alterium Shift at many different events, and we've had I would say the pleasure of watching people play, and like, I wouldn't know for sure. I don't know how many people are actually identifying as non-binary, but some people, there's some indicators potentially, but I wouldn't even have thought it in some cases. And a person would like, wait, is this character trans? Oh, not trans. Sorry, my word. Is this character non-binary? And I'm like, yeah. And then they got really excited to realize that there was a character representing them. And incidentally, that's what I find the funniest about the negative feedback, is it's so not obvious unless you're looking for it, Like, Sage is a non-binary character, but unless you're like aware, paying attention, you're not going to see it. Always, I think a lot of people get so mad about pronouns, about ego and kind of a fragility thing, not in a malicious way. Just mean that there's a fear of making mistakes. So people like Huffman said, yeah, yeah. I mean, but if it were about them caring, then they wouldn't get so upset. Like, there's definitely some other problem there, not just fragility. There's some foundational belief that something is right or wrong, right? And some of the things I think the funniest thing about the they them topic, or even about like people who are trans and they change their name, right? So they have dead names, is other people, that they don't identify in, a, how would I say this right? They don't identify as trans or non-binary. They identify as, whatever gender they were born with, in terms of their physical appearance. I'm trying to say this properly, but my statement is just to imply that, cisgendered people exist where they change their name, or instead of going by their full name, they use, like JD versus John Douglas or something, right? And if you call them something wrong, they'll correct you. And if you keep calling them by their wrong name, they'll get annoyed at you. Understandably so, because they've said, this is how I want you to identify me. And so it just boggles the mind that then you end up with some people that are like that actually have whatever name that they want you to call them. And they get offended when you say, well, this is my name, or these are my pronouns. Like, seriously, you expect the world to like conform to your desire to be called a certain thing, but when someone requests the same thing, you get offended by it? What the flip is wrong with you? Anyway, I find that quite interesting, to say the least. Didn't I have an object? I had a character. We're gonna make this one a little bit shorter though. Right now I just want to have something that represents the blob that's gonna change. And I just want to be like 18. I'm immensely excited when you find characters in things that are non-binary, but in a way that the attention isn't drawn to it. Yeah. Wow, is that a stack of apples? How about them apples? You made a voxel apple once. What? I still have it somewhere. It's not in here because this isn't the Alterium. Oh my gosh, Alterium Shift Brain. This isn't the whatchamacallit. Words. I know them. They're words. This isn't Makerville. There you go. That's what it is. Word up. It's Word Moxie. Okay. So here's the question. Wait a second. Oh, damn it. I forgot. The problem is when you place an object, it does it by the center of the object. I wonder if there's like a... There's just no way for me to get this to be aligned? How big is this thing? Hold on. 32. So if I go in here, I'll go back to my other level. Oh yeah, have fun working on the song lyrics. Thanks for popping in, Doro. I hope I'm saying your name right. So explanation of where I was coming from on that point. I have a provider who's supportive and tries to be affirming, but instead of admitting she could devote a little more time to learning how they them pronouns work, she claims that there's a lot of times where it doesn't work. Just uses him instead. Wait, does she use him for you, Rome? Interesting. It seems like personality-wise, she has a strong reaction out of fear. I don't think I've ever... Yeah, you are, but I'm saying... Staying? Have you met Monster Wife Composer? Yeah, my wife does lots of... I mean, she's better at representing than I am because she actually writes songs that are LGBTQIA friendly. I do this. Rome, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, you not consider yourself. Oh my God, why did I say that? Consider yourself. What the hell am I talking about? You identify as non-binary, but you're also trans, right? Are you trans to male? I feel like we've talked about this before, and I just can't recall what you said about this. I don't know what I did to that map. That's weird. This is all. That's the main thing, right? Oh, so funny enough, the 6x6 makes more sense because the way the objects get placed when they're placed on the map. It's so weird. I guess I'm going back to 6x6. That's good. I'm non-binary, usually them. So yeah, non-binary is under the trans umbrella. That's why I'm right. I wasn't sure if you were considering trans male. I was asking Rome, because I know more about Rome's story. It's interesting that your provider went with he, him, though. I guess that sort of validates some of the trans aspect, even though that's not the pronoun that you identify as. I guess I can understand people being, I was gonna say, like, sensitive to feeling like they're not able to pick up on the way to talk, but I don't know, it just seems weird. Alright, so we're gonna do another level here. Just so I can separate from here. We'll do SB2 level 1. So we'll just make a level. Let's see. We don't need to change from 8x8 to 6x6 because it seems like the blob's gonna work. I don't understand how you can't. Also, I should say Zem Zers, but fine with he, him. Yeah, the I think that's how you say it, right? Zem. I don't know how the X is it XE. I don't know how the X is pronounced, but I've also seen that pronunciation. I would bet that if that were the norm instead of they them, people would get even more persnickety because using the X pronoun is well, other than okay, I'm gonna say it, but I'll get it over with. The whole idea that Twitter is transitions to X and run by a huge bigot is so funny. It's like the lack of awareness. Like, oh, you need to call it X now. It's like, don't you understand? That's what trans people go through. Like, this is so stupid. Hey, White Vault, how are you? Are you in Japan now? Should I be saying Ohayou gozaimasu? If you even know what that means. Yeah, I think the X is like a Z. Where's my basic grass at? Wait, I thought I made a duplicate grass called grass 8. Or 8 grass. Oh, bummer. Okay, so I need to put this back to 6. Oh, whatever. It's fine. No wonder it was all messed up on that map. Wondered. Vault, how are you? Collect, you spelt it wrong. People get such a huff on neopronouns, yet they also say there should be different pronoun. I don't know, man. I'm back. I'm just trying to get a few things ready to stay there longer. Mainly paperwork. Yeah, well, paperwork is a thing. So you're back in the Canadiaverse? Is what you mean by back? Back, baby. Baby, come back. I'm back too. Oop. Undo. I don't even remember where my dots go. I get something like this. Can't do that because it's too much of a diagonal. I'm not really getting a lot done, which is really par for the course for me streaming. So, back in the Frozen. Oh man, you need to let it go. Let it go, let it go. Okay, so that Monster Muncher game, they actually did top down. I like it from the bottom up though. I think you need bottom up if you're gonna do 3D. When Whiteball returned to Canada, I could feel the tension lift between two entire continents. Composing, I now want to ask people if they peed on Canada. Oh God, because her whole story about peeing on Canada. So funny. So proud of herself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. This is fine. I always change the pattern. So let me go look at this object and see how big it is. How big it is to be loved by you. So I think I can do something in the center. So here's my idea. Last time I made it so that the thing could generate its own path, which is okay. But this time I'm not doing that. I am going to use pathing for a very specific reason. Because then I can control where the blob goes. So I had this idea that you'd eventually end up with multiple tracks to go on. And I actually want to do a game. It's past your bedtime. It's randomville. Yeah, well, you know, I'm trying to do something exciting, I guess. I had this idea that instead of it being an endless runner, it's a game where the Super Blurpy run was like you're being invaded by aliens or something, whatever, like robot aliens, and you're trying to like get free. But instead, this one's going to be like you're trying to save your little world, and so there'll be things where you can like stop the blob from moving, and eventually you'll be able to like block it off or fight back. And that's kind of the gist that I might want to go for. So I want to play with the idea a little bit, just to see how it feels, before I start adding other mechanics to it. Where's my grass? There it is. All right, go to bed. Good night, randomness. Thanks for stopping in. Nice to have you here. Because it's good to have ears that work, you know. So we can have like, you know, we'll do a land bridge for now, just because I don't really want to worry too much about it. And because of the size constraint of this blob, it's going to be, you know, every section of the game is going to be fitting these blobs. Now I could line them up at some point, but for now, the beginning is going to be sort of a smaller portion that you can run on. And then what I was thinking of doing, which is sort of like counter my original idea of like, I'm going to script everything. I think I could just make this thing chase you. I think what I can do is I can do movement interval fixed. We'll make it move every like half a second, I guess, for now. And then we'll make it move towards the player, which is somewhere. How do I decide? Seek out player. Okay. We're not gonna worry about direction. And then the interest is gonna be like 100 tiles. Like no matter where you are, it's gonna chase you. Yep. Too woke saving planets and stuff. Almost sound like you believe in climate change. Jeez. You mean like as an area of the country that you'd never expect to get hit by a hurricane got hit by a hurricane? Where my wife's parents live? Like, who would have thought Asheville would have been hit by a hurricane? What sense does that even make? And Asheville got hit the hardest by it. All right, Doro, have a good night. Thanks for stopping in and chatting a bit. Appreciate it. Hopefully you felt safe and welcome. I do try, although I admit as a fallible human, I'm not always the best at it. I also try to be funny, which also doesn't work, so there's some of that going on too. Came back to find Matsu using nav points. The world must be ending. Speaking of climate change. Right now I'm just playing with the concept. So even though I'm not coding at the moment, which is funny because last time I was doing all sorts of coding, but this time maybe I'll be bulletproof. How do I do this? Right? Forgot how you delete nav points. I could make it create points, but yes, her parents are okay. They're doing okay. You know, there's a little bit of looting happening, a little bit of you know, people walking around with guns everywhere because this is the America we live in. The only way you feel safe is if you have a gun, or I guess if you had these guns, you would be safe. Yeah, I'm glad they're all right too. Okay, so this level has no script on it, but we're just gonna play with this idea for a second. This is gonna be what, -51 and -9. Why is the map not savable? Oh, I see. -51 and -9. What I'm hoping is, well, not hoping, I'm curious if I can make a game where it's less about like some fancy scripting and more about gameplay, like figuring out the story and the feel of it. I know that gameplay or like what am I trying to say? Controls and features are part of that, but right, wrong map. Hold on. The map is called SB2 Level 1. Okay. Super Blorpy 2 Level 1. Her parents are safe though, so no. Oh right, Forgot a critical component. Well, a couple critical components, apparently. First off, the map has to be free movement, or else I can't go anywhere. Also, I'm curious why the character is not moving. Pretty sure they have a movement speed, right? And their speed is 30, so they should be moving. Although I also don't know what it determines as the point that it moves from. That might be part of the problem. But we're gonna go to the map properties, and the movement type is gonna be free movement. And I think I need to do something with this here. So, movement area all. Movement intervals fixed. Movement direction. I guess just forward. Maybe that's what it is. Reaction to obstacle, none. We don't care. Seek out player, yes. Interest. I said 200, but apparently the max is 100. Is that what it is? If you get 100 squares away, it'll stop chasing. I'm a little worried. Oh, no, don't quit. I'm a little worried that the navigation lines aren't right. Oh my gosh. Okay, now it's working. I wonder why it wasn't detecting me. When you said one freedom, I thought you were like going along the whole America thing that I was. Come on, you can come get me. Can't you? Come get me. Why can't you get me? Oh, that's not gonna be good. It's weird that it like is so bad at finding me. Haha, couldn't get me. One freedom wish we had access to voxel data structures. Spent hours trying to get access so I could traverse models. Yeah, you know, I mean, this is where I might end up using Godot, but who knows? Are you making a new game? I'm just messing around. I'm still working on Alterium Shift. I got a little tired streaming Alterium Shift Dev. Okay, so the character's not very smart. That's unfortunate. Because it means that when you get to a point like this, you could easily confound it. So I'd have to figure out a way to make. I guess I am gonna have to solve this problem. That's honestly really annoying. I shouldn't have to solve that problem. It should definitely work way better than that. Movement direction. I guess I could say none and see what happens. Player interest. It's always seeking the player out. How are you, Nightfall? What are you doing? Attackable in real time? No. So, yeah, I want this to be. The other thing I don't like is that it's moving like it's a character. So the sort of the sample I made, it would move smoothly over time. But this is not moving smoothly over time. Oh, you know what? I can't do the thing I want to do. That is... Do you know why? Do you know why it stopped chasing me? You in the back, Laserburn, who knows RPG in a box. Do you know why it stopped chasing me? I know why it stopped chasing me. Not only do I know exactly why it stopped chasing me, this fundamentally is why I get annoyed at RPG box. This fact drives me nuts. Oh my god, it drives me nuts. Yes. Because I'm not directly standing on a nav line, it stopped chasing me. God, that is so annoying. Maybe we could turn that into a mechanic, though. Can I take something that makes me mad and turn it into something that's actually a fun aspect of the game? Don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go off the cliff. Gonna push me off. That is interesting, though. The line, it almost becomes like a trip wire, right? Okay, hear me out. Imagine, so I was, I don't know if it'll be fun or not, but one of the ideas I did have was the thing would chase you over, what was I going to say? What was I going to say? Oh, that while you moved, your movement would draw nav lines, right? I don't know why that was so hard for me to remember. So it could be... I mean, it could be interesting if it was a game where you had to avoid the lines, you know? So, like, you wouldn't get chased if you weren't standing on a line. We'd have to make it so the lines were visible in the game. So we'd have to put something down wherever there was a nav line. But that could be an interesting mechanic, I think, to play with. Because, like, I don't really know how to make the game fun. Just having it like a runner doesn't feel very fun. But having it where this thing that's chasing you doesn't chase you unless you're on the nav lines, that could be interesting. You could do some interesting things with that. How would I be able to do this? Think about like a requirement perspective. I can't draw nav lines. I could make a tile. I could make something where there's like an invisible character, and as it moves, it's changing the tile it's on to be one of these like lobby things, right? That could be interesting. So basically there's like one character always moving that represents the line that's chasing you. And then there's the blob, the thing that will actually kill you. So the line doesn't kill you. The line's like the warning that you're about to die, right? So let's make a character that's just an empty character. Our grid size is 6 by 6. So we're going to make something that matches the block size. And we're going to call it the blank because I don't know what else to call it. I think I can save blank tiles, right? So if this works, I should be able to go here and put the blankety blank right there. Did I put it there? I don't know. You see a character there? There's a little box. So then let's make this guy faster. We'll make that one slower. So there's the blank. We do want to do the same settings though. So this is going to be fixed. Its interval is going to be a whole lot faster than the other one. We're not going to care about its direction. It's going to seek the player out. Area of interest is 100. And then we need to make this slower. So we'll make this one like, we'll go back to make that 1.5. I'm also going to make this guy move faster. So this is speed 30. We're going to make it like double time. I have no idea how it's going to feel yet, but it'll at least get the point across. So why is save not working? I am doing Control S, but it's not working. Okay, so then we need to make a tile that represents blurb. Oh, I can just use death. I can use the death tile. That's, wait, what is? No, I can't use that tile. I need to use a tile that like matches the size of the grass for now. I'm actually not sure how I'm going to do this because it would need to. It would need to be able to be like above. What would I do? I could make just like a giant line. We'll call it. We'll call it the death line. Because I don't know what else to call it. I'm glad that I have those things like protected. Okay, so then we're gonna make this passable, and then we'll do. Just pick color. I'll just do like red. And then what I'll do is I'll just make it like transparent or something. Where's the? How do I do transparent? There's a way to do that, right? My camera is in the way. I'm used to doing RPG in the box development. Transparent colors. Okay, so I'm going to make the transparent color be red. And I think we'll make it as transparent as I can. Is that... No, it's not. Is that what I want to do? A little too transparent there. Let's see. We'll do it like half transparent. The moment doesn't really matter. I need something that represents the line. And actually, I should probably do it like across, just so that it's can go any direction, basically. And then just because I'm wanting to, I'm going to make this marching. Apply marching cubes at grid boundaries? Sure. It'll be like the little bloop. Okay. We'll see how that looks. Okay, so let's make a script. So what we need is a script that, as that object is moving, which is going to be called the something something object. We'll call it the death line, I guess. Like a hotline for death. So as that moves, we'll just be setting the tile at its location to be that death tile. I think that will work. Maybe. SB2. I really don't know what to call this stuff yet. At some point, I'll have to come up with better names. Although this is just me messing around, so who knows? Who knows at that point will ever arrive. So, when the map starts, we will just get a loopity-loop going. I think it'll be. I think it'll be a separate thing. So let me see here. Equals entity. This is why things get named all goofy, because while you're experimenting, you just start put names out there. Oh, hey, look, sorry. Hey, Jose, I'm new here. I was seeing some tutorials for the engine. I'm new to this, and I'm having issues about where I can really start. I don't know if I missed. If you're still there, Jose. Oh, you are still there, because you're the last person to say something. Have you looked at the community server, or have you gone to the RPG in a Box website? Do this. I don't know if my bot works on this. Have you gone to RPGinabox.com? There's a community server where you can ask questions, and that's probably the best place when you're trying to figure out what to do. I don't know if you're still there. I apologize. I have the YouTube and the Twitch thing going on, so I don't always see the YouTube chat because I'm not used to people saying things. Because I haven't been doing RPG in a Box stuff, probably. Anyway, I'm going to look. Yeah, if you look at RPGinabox.com, here, I can even show you. Let me go to the website. Like videos, the problem with the videos is going to be that RPG in a Box itself has changed a bit since it was originally, like, you know, I did videos years ago, and it's changed a lot since then. Some of the things still apply, but not everything. Why is my Chrome not opening? What's going on here? Come on, Google. Don't fail me now. I see tutorials that's offered on the game, but I wanted something different. Well, what specifically are you looking for? What kind of tutorial are you looking for? I suppose is the question. Apparently my Chrome is just not working right now. So I don't know why it's not working. I can't open my Chrome. Okay. So while you do that, I'm gonna do this. We'll do while true, do right? This is gonna happen all the time. So we're gonna get the chords. And then we'll set the, I think we just do a set. Or is it, it might be put tile. Is it put tile? No, it's put entity. Set. Add tile. That's what it is. We're going to be adding tiles, I think. I don't know what's better, adding tiles or not. Zoom in so we can see it. Enhance. Only had a mod. It's interesting. It looks like these bots are like dropping things off and then leaving. I want to understand the language that is used on the engine, because I think that would be better to look at this and go Well, okay, so there are some problems with that. The language is not a first-class language. So I don't see any tutorial. Oh, I see. Want to understand the language that's used. Right. Yeah, it's okay, laser burn. So the problem is this language is called Bauxite, Bauxite. It is a custom language made for RPG in a box. It's got some similarities to Python and that's like the way you define variables is like Perl or PHP. But the problem is there isn't a lot of information about the language. It's okay. I can take care of my own bands. It's fine. I got it. So, one of the best places to understand pieces of the language is looking at the scripting reference. I agree with you. There aren't great tutorials around the language, and that's because the language is not, like I said, it's not a first-class language. A first-class language is a language that's been around for years that uses an actual compiler that will compile it into something. Even like PHP, even like Python and PHP have compilers inside of them to take the dynamic language and turn it into some bytes of code to be processed. I don't know how this script works under the hood, but I can tell you that it is not at the level that you would expect on, better languages. So there's things that you might come to expect with languages that this just doesn't do, right? I mean, you can see it's even like an amalgamation because some things don't require semicolons, other things do. I'm happy to give you some tips on it if you have specific questions or you want me to just tell you the rundown of how the language works. There's two ways to write code, of course, in this system. One is to use the written language. The other is just to use their node. So when in doubt, you could always just drop nodes. There's a little node search over here, and you could just search for whatever you're trying to do and then drag it on there. And then the documentation, it's pretty good at least telling you roughly what something is supposed to be. But it's not like for instance, if you're working in Godot, you'd be like, oh, I just want to use something to get Cartesian coordinates, X, Y, Z, to get a point and move it somewhere. You can't really do that in RPG in a box. It is much more simple of a language and a programming system than you would expect out of like a full bore language. I mean, GDScript is way more advanced than the Bauxite. I know that's not helping, but I'm giving you a little of my years of experience working with this language. It's not a real language, right? It's like a pseudo language, basically. So I want to add a tile. I don't really care about the model name. Do I have to put add tile? The name to use for the title. Oh, that's the model, right? That's the model. Yeah. Okay. So in the model I called it was Deathline. And then the coordinate. Oh, I guess I could have just done Deathline.coord and see how that works. I don't need an entity ID. I don't care about it. I'll give you an entity ID. So all that should happen is it'll constantly add a line wherever it is. Oh, thanks for blocking the term. I wonder if I should... Is there a way to check a tile? Oh, you know what I should do? What I should do... I guess I have to get the chord. So I have to do the chords because I have to use it to check if there's a tile, right? So we'll do tile equals, oops. Current tile equals deathline. I don't know exactly what's going to happen here, so we're going to have to try it. Boards.x. Okay, I'm going to look for some content about randomness because I want to work with some randomness just left from Twitch. Rogue like light style. Hope that I find some. Yeah, I mean there is randomness you can do in the game for sure. You can do random character movement. There is a random function. I'm pretty sure random. I don't think it's actually in. I think you have to look at the documentation. I think it's like a math function. Yeah, so you can do like random number generation. You just use a random. So there's definitely ways that you can do random things. Random map generation would take a lot more work, but it's possible. Then dust off those mod skills. I thought you didn't mod anymore. So if I think this will work. I really can't remember how their if statements were. If it doesn't find a current tile, then it will add the line. The one problem I have is this might be giving me coordinates of the tile underneath it. So if that's the case, it'll never add my thing. So we'll find out the hard way, I guess. And then we'll do SB2 map runner, I guess. And I'm doing this because I can execute that script in sort of a detached state, so it doesn't like lock everything up. So it's essentially if I use execute script, and I think it defaults to saying false, which means whatever it runs it almost like it's a another thread. It's not exactly multi-threaded, but it runs it, you know, in its own thing. SB2. Hopefully this will work. I don't know. It takes a lot of work to jump around on this stuff. Jump around. Jump around. It's been like 2 years or more. Yeah, it's been a minute. I remember when you stepped back from modding. And the world was a worse place for it. Okay, so I'm guessing the tile location that it's... Oh, no, I never set up the map. Hold on. So this is... What I need to do is go into the map properties. Re-entity properties. I need to have a post-load script. The post-load script is going to be SB2 map runner. This has to be running. If it's not running, then nothing's going to happen. Of course it's not working. You didn't hook up a script, Monty. What's wrong with you? I remember the dark clouds descended. SB2 Deathline doesn't exist. Your face doesn't exist. I call it Delphline because I can't spell. Of course I called it Delphline. Oh man. Like the phone numbers. Okay. Rome was the villain all along. Yep. But you know what's most important in Rome? The friends we made along the way. Okay. So I'm pretty sure the Delphline is running now because the script is there. But I'm guessing that the location of the tile is wrong. So let me just go to here. Here's my Delphline. Delphline. Read words. There we go. It's all part of your evil plan. But you know, like back in the 90s, speaking of, a lot of bad guys, antagonists in shows for like trans people and stuff, right? Trans or minorities. That's how you did. That's how you did the bad guy. Like they still do it today. What am I talking about? So we're gonna do chord Z plus 1. I think Z is the vertical in this. Actually, what I should do is chords.z plus equals 1. So I can. Does that work? We get the deathline entity. We're not getting any errors. Oh, good. Coordinate is not valid. Can I not test? This is the problem. So I don't think I can test if tile exists. This is why I really hate programming language here. You just can't freaking do things that are so obvious. Like, I want a way to see if there's a tile in a specific location. Maybe there was a way. I can't recall. But certainly if there is, it's not obvious. Tile's a primary building block. Okay, coordinate, map, coordinate. Is there a try-catch of some sort? Try. There's no error handling, I don't think. Going back to language limitations. Let's go to scripting and see if there's anything in here. Scripting reference, syntax. Scripting references. One of the things I had told Justin way back is like, you know, I appreciate that you wanted to have control over the language, but I think it would have been way better if you had just used GDScript. But he wanted to fully control how people use his tool set, and I think it's just like a major limitation on what you can do. It's a huge bummer because there's so much potential here. But, you know, like, if you know how to program, that's not going to help you that much, because of the way, you know, a programmer is going to expect certain behaviors to be consistent, and it's just not consistent. Well, I could just do put entity target tile. And you know, you can place tiles. Can I remove a tile? Add a tile, add a coordinate. I also can't remember if you try to add a tile over an existing tile, if that's going to cause a problem. I could put an object, I suppose, instead of a tile. I don't think there's a way to get an entity at a a location. I think you just get entity by tile or something. Well, we could try just doing add tile and see what happens, I suppose. Like if I just do that, I don't worry about this current tile thing. I think there is. Oh, okay. Well, if you can find out for me. I feel like I did it once before, but I don't remember how I would have done it. Let's see here. Deathline. Board. Oh, the game's already running. That's the problem. Okay, let's do it. Hey, Sorrow. What's up? Coordinate is not valid. Oh. How is that not a valid coordinate? So it's not a problem with getting the tile. That's weird. I thought you could add to chords. Chord Z equals chord.z. Yeah. It might be that you can't mutate a coordinate. Incidentally, you know, I think after so many years of trying to support RPG in a Box, while I still support them, like I want it to be successful, these things are just very wearing. You're trying to going from using Unity, or if I were using Godot, whatever the tool is, like using a real programming language, and then going into like the level of limitation this provides, and the level of just insane inconsistency. So, did I not save it? Let me try. Like one thing that you need if you're making a programming language is you need to treat similar things similarly. So if you have objects that have properties that can be mutated, you treat them consistently across the board, especially if they're your baked-in object. So, you know, chords is an object, it's data. Chords.z should be mutatable as a value. I should be able to change that value. There's no reason I can't change that value. I suspect there is a reason. It's because it won't let me change the value. And that just drives me nuts. So the way you do it then is this. The problem is if you're going to have a small project like RPG in a Box, you don't have time to support a full programming language and all the other tool sets that you're doing. It's just not possible. I'm curious if Justin for RPG in a Box 2, which will be in Godot 4, if there's going to be some difference in how the programming language works. Like, is it going to be a completely brand new product? I don't know. I'd be curious to find out. And if it is it going to feature using actual programming as opposed to, you know, this half. Sorry to say it this way, but this half-assed language, because that's what it is. Because I know that part of the RPG in a Box 2 feature set is going to include being able to export into Godot. Oh, good. The game's frozen. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. So the question is it... So if I do just a weight in here, like weight, do a single weight. I seem to recall also that the way that these do loops work, if you don't put a weight, it'll break shit, break stuff. But if you put a weight, it's fine. It's like not putting a weight means the tool set can't breathe, essentially. Now, because I need to be able to see what the heck is going on here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change my object so that it is not invisible. So I can't see it. Surprise, surprise, I made it invisible. Now I can't see it. So I'm going to make a little, like, box or something that's just going after me. I also found out something interesting. The so Godot has that these node-based things. Godot 4 does not. Apparently, Godot 4 decided they would drop support for it, which is interesting to me because this is sort of baked into the RPG in a box tool set. I wonder what it would take to do something like this in Unity. It would be hard, and Unity, unfortunately, probably not the ideal tool for it because it's not open source. Okay, so I know that this is running. Oh, I see. I had to do chords. That should be right. Current top. So, what? Is it print? How do I do a message in my console? Print the console. Print. Print. Found tile plus. What would have been ideal is if Justin just made this use PGScript and just accepted that, you know, people who know what they're doing are going to be able to like do more stuff and be okay with it, you know. Just don't expose any of the API, essentially. Why nothing's moving now? Okay, that's good. So nothing's moving because maybe this object got stuck. Seek out player. Oh, interest range is supposed to be 100. I don't know why I didn't. Movement direction I don't care about. There's something else here. There's some thing about like hitting things. Reaction to obstacle, none. Just always move forward, I guess. Why is this not letting me put 100 in here? And this one has longer interval. Do that one. It's so many errors. Look at all the errors, by the way. Oh, interesting. Handle mouse entity entered? What is even going on? Oh, it's coming for me. I find it funny that it just keeps moving. Oh, because I have it set to move forward. That's interesting. But one thing it's not doing is drawing tiles. Okay. So where's our console? Found tile. Oh, so it's saying it's finding a tile. Okay. So then let's go back and just make it draw a tile every time. See what happens. So rather than even checking for a current tile, we'll just always add a tile. And we'll add 2 to it, I guess, because it must be using the base of the tile. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Fine. Hey, Burr, what's up? What's going on with your addictive game? I'm getting faster. I got the medium-sized car. I think I got the 30 ranked. 33 or something? Ranked 33? Yes, RPG in the box. Because streaming Altium Shift is boring. For everybody. Yeah, PAL exists on your face. I don't care. Stop. I knew that was going to happen. Of course it was going to happen. Of course. PAL already exists. Of course it does. So it just stops working. Screw you. Okay. I mean, you know, development's boring. Let's be real. Unless it's Wallaber coding things, and then he's just got all these little sound bites put on his stream. God, I hate this so much. So I could. Curious what's going on with these coordinates here. Mainly, I wanted to work on something that's a more approachable tool set. I mean, C# and Unity, that's like programming, right? Godot's like nothing. Godot's like kid programming. But, you know, people who do Unity and C#, that's like big kid programming. Why is it 0, 0? That's weird. It means that there's a tiles here somewhere. Wallaber. So the death line is like treating itself like it's at 0, 0. Why is that? Oh, because there's no entity ID. Could have sworn I gave it an entity ID, but apparently I didn't. I don't know. Well, then we'll call it. Why? I don't understand how there's already an entity with that name. Death Runner. I don't care. We'll call it a Death Runner. Hey, Tom Sutton, by the way. How are you? Game development. This isn't really game development. This is game prototyping. I might dip my toe into the kiddie pool with Godot. Dip my Godot toe. My toe go. To toe. Why are we getting 0, 0, 0? This is So, God, I hate this so much. I hate it so much because it's just so it's so inconsistent. It's so inconsistently inconsistent. You just can't rely on, you know, standard maxims of programming. I'm sorry. I just freaking. This is why I stopped doing RPG in a box. Oh, I'm doing Altium Shift now. I'm going to work on C# because at least I have something I can do with code that's consistent. This crap just bugs me so much. And I guess that'll be what I want to do. Okay. Like I want to give it the benefit of the doubt, but I'm just so annoyed. Okay, can't get a reference. That's fine. I don't give a crap. Apparently the code won't work. Perfect. How is it not finding the freaking tile? The object is right there. I think a character is just the same thing as an entity. But... Character has behavior, skills, statuses, coordinates, tiles. Yeah, array of tiles that the character is currently occupying. Do that. Right. I mean, one thing is great is this does bring me back to the hand coding days of life before auto completion, where you just had to type things correctly every time. Makes me feel like I'm Wallaber coding over here, doing it from the top of my head. Maybe I'll become a real programmer someday. Why? Death Runner. You are the Death Runner. Hey, Death Runner. Hey, Death Runner. Are you not sitting on a tile? You're sitting on a tile. You got tiles. You got tiles for miles, baby. Well, I could just do this. Deathline.tiles. And the entity's there. I didn't make another one. Let's see. Current tile is just nothing. Okay. How is that possible? The object is sitting on a freaking tile. Is it moving too fast? I don't have another object in here, do I? No. Why would it? How am I not myself? Maybe it's the name of the tile? Okay, so first off, just not gonna move it. Can't. Just can't. I guess I could echo the Death Runner. Or oh, Krissa, hi. I was like, oh, Krissa. How do you feel about Unity now? Don't answer that. I'm not trying to start a war. You know, here's a little fun fact. That was a lowercase L. And I'm an idiot. All good. Goes back to the problems of using your own programming language. Okay, so we finally have the stupid tile that's underneath. Great. So then we'll get the coordinates of the under tile. How goes your game dev, Valkyssa? If you don't mind my asking. If you do mind my asking, how goes your Dame Gev? Working on that Dame Gev. Incidentally, I think I recall this being one of the problems even way back when I first made the runner, the Super Blorpy run. You can't place a tile over another tile. And instead of handling it gracefully, it just does like, screw you, you can't do this. Okay, wait, why is it still finding things at 0 though? So my thought was I would put something below and make it really tall. I'm still on hold due to an injury. Oh no. But wait, you had an injury once and you stopped coding, but then you got better. Did you get a new injury? Have I been out of the loop? Yes. Yes, I have. I don't need current tile. That's a stupid idea. Why am I even doing that? So instead, what we'll do is we'll make this -2, and we'll go back to one of our original ideas. So if z is -2, these are the chords. Then we're going to check if there is a tile at XYZ. Is that the right page, right? Oh, I see. Tiles 0. Same injury. Oh, so it's like, it's a recurring, because you were doing a little bit of coding then, even though you had the injury, right? Like a hand injury or something. That really sucks. Sorry to hear that. I have an injury, but it's just, you know, emotional scarring from trying to work on development and streaming at the same time. More like a ethereal injury. I'm kidding. I don't have an injury. I was trying to make fun of myself for why I'm coding in the RPG in a box right now. That's right. I got so burnt out of working on Alterium Shift on stream that I was willing to go back to RPG in a box. That's how you know I got really tired, burnt out. Still working on Alterium Shift. Yeah, it's going well. Streaming it is just a lot. So, And I think the sort of the clencher for me, which I was saying on Saturday, was I had a stream where basically no one showed up for 90 minutes. Like one person showed up or something. And I was like, I don't need to keep streaming this. Not worth it to me. This is going to be ridiculous, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, I'm supposed to breathe. Like my mindfulness thing. Updates on Twitter. What's Twitter? Just kidding. We were having talking about that, you know. Like good old Musk is anti-trans seemingly, but wants everyone to not dead name X anymore. That's Twitter. Can you be any more hypocritical? All right, Rome. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry, it discorded me sometimes. Sorry to hear about your grandpa. But I hope that you're doing okay. I hope that you told Composing. Hey, look at that! It placed a thing. It's kind of working. Okay, so then if I just make this take like 0.1, which is as fast as that stupid thing moves, that should kind of do what I was trying to do. Oh, I think I have to do like 0.1 or something. There you go. New game. Come get me. Oh, come get me. Yeah. All right. Haven't told her yet. Why can't I move? There you go. I mean, conceptually, that's what I wanted to do, right? This idea that it's like chasing you doesn't really, you know, given that I'm having to make it so big, not necessarily helping. Okay, well, you know, go get some rest and, you know, hit us up on the Discord. Yeah, it is. It still has a community. I mean, okay, but here's another thing that they did, which is another nonsensical. So Justin, the creator of RPG in a Box, apparently got tired of running a server on Discord. And so he decided that he didn't want to do that anymore, but he wasn't going to give up the server to somebody else. He let someone else create a server and then try to direct everyone else to it. So he's got this server that's got thousands of people on Discord that's defunct now because he didn't want to manage it. It's like, that's his base. Like, his users that went to that server have been there forever. And he's like, yep, YOLO, bye. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Hello, your face. How are you? So I guess, I mean, that idea could work where it like chases you. I'm doing all right. Just, you know, messing around with RPG in a Box again. Taking a break from doing Alternative Shift Dev on stream. How your project going? How goes Paperclay? Kind of like the idea of the thing that's chasing you. What if I just, for the purposes of my testing. Why don't I make this not so obnoxiously large? And then I can make the thing passable. Is there a passable option? How do I do this? Like a collision override? Oops. We'll make a custom collision override, and then we won't put anything in it. And see if that will, like, make it not lie. It's honestly progressing well. Were you going to lie to me? I'm glad that you were being honest about it. I would have been really bummed if you lied to me about how it was going. Have you settled on the launch date yet? I was thinking about it. Yeah, Paperclay sucks. It's not going well at all. I mean, I've seen some of your video clips. It's looking pretty nice. Haven't played it in ages since you had me test it. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. I think this wouldn't... I don't think this is going to run you over anymore. Current date is Q2 of 2025. Oh, yay. That's cool. But not too far off, actually. We had a publisher. We had to fire our publisher, so... Okay. So, interesting. An interesting idea, but I don't know why this... What would make that actually fun? You know? And the idea would be, theoretically, that while you're standing on the line, the thing is moving. Then you could conceivably do things like make small walk, like small squeeze through points where you have to make the line grow. But there need to be some indicator that you knew there was a line there. Otherwise, it doesn't really track that that's what's happening. It would have to be almost like, oh no, like there was a line that was always growing or something. Oh, did I not tell you the story about firing our publisher? Terminating? Well, okay, but let's be clear. Because the one thing I have to make sure is clear about the communication is it is an amicable separation. Amicable being that we're not like hating them or something, right? It was clearly there was a need to separate, but they go their way, we go our way, basically. RPG in a box allowing project to be exported into Godot proper seems like it'll be a killer feature. Yeah, I just don't... What I was saying earlier, though, Chris, is I don't know what that means for the programming language. Does that mean that Justin's finally going to make the programming language a first-class language? I hope so. But yeah, so Kevin, we in January started the conversation with our publisher and didn't finalize everything until July. Like, we didn't finalize and fully separate until the beginning of July. So for 6 months, we did no releases and much less sort of marketing. And a good chunk of that time was spent in all of the discussions and negotiations around termination. It was a lot. It's a clean separation, so there's no ode to anybody. It did cost us some money to, because you always have to get legal advice and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it was good for us to separate. And it set everything that we had planned back by just a significant amount. So we have a lot of catching up to do. A lot of catching up to do. We are also we're considering two options. There's more than two options, but we either are three options really, I guess. One would be find a publisher that is US based with more reach and more understanding of the genre of game that we're trying to release. Because our publisher is based out of Japan, which I think in itself did not set us up for success as a whole. The other thing is we could just move forward and just continue to drive to try and launch on our own, or we could try to do a Kickstarter. We're not sure what would be best. But we're going to explore some options. The best outcome for me would be able to work on it full time, but it's hard to replace my salary. So, yeah, I would ideally be able to do this stuff just day in and day out and drive through to completion. But we don't know yet what option we're going to employ. It seems kind of silly that I'm working on like RPG in a box when I could be working on Alterium Shift Dev, but I just needed to do something like mentally different. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I don't know how I feel about this whole idea of the thing chasing you. I like the notion that you can kind of stop to control the movement, but I don't like the way the thing moves to you, or the fact that I have to kind of draw underneath the tiles to make it happen. Yeah, we'd have to come up with, so Kickstarter could be good, and we've seen a few games recently do Kickstarters where within the first day they funded their goals, but their funding goals are like 30,000 or something, and our funding goals have to be a little higher. One thing that we have started doing, though, I'll show you guys this actually. So, you know, Jacob and I have done a lion's share of the work, but we have had people who have worked with us to do various pieces of work for the project. Let me see. Can I hide this? Is there a way to hide the bar? Settings. Let's see if I can hide the bar of the they don't want to show my location bar. Chrome hide location bar. The only way to hide it is full screen mode. What? Yeah, but that won't work. Because then if I do that, it'll be on my computer here. I mean, I guess I could do it. Here. Nope. Does that work? So we have a publisher brief. And what I was going to show you guys is that we actually have, I mean, we do have a team of people. We actually have a couple more people, but like these are our main contractors, right? We have our composer. Wayne has been doing a little bit of work for us, revising our pixels, and then we have Hondoon Game. And so we realized that if we're going to talk to publishers, we need to show that it's not just us doing it. Two people can't do everything, right? That's the struggle with Kickstarter. The majority only do it for marketing push. Those that do it for salary have a harder time. Yeah, it's harder to fund everything, right? And so we're still figuring out the way we want to do this. I'm not positive on what the best approach is going to be, but I guess we'll see. Another thing I wanted to see is what if I did. Let me see. I noticed something about the movement of these characters, where the character doesn't go through that slim space very well. That's because is Blorpy too big? Oh, Blorpy's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Said Blorpy's too big for that space. That means I wouldn't be able to do spaces like this. I'd have to do like, equivalent bridge or something. It'd have to look like this to make it make sense. I was saying, like, I might spend some time just for the funs of it, learning some Godot. But I mean, I'm pretty locked into Unity, right, for most things. Right now. Okay. So, what I was thinking as an idea for this game, I can't do an endless runner, but I could almost make it like a little bit of a puzzle where you've got to figure out how to get through certain areas without getting caught, right? So, like, while I'm standing on this thing, the thing's chasing after me. I just don't know the best way to do it. Or maybe I could do something where, like, this thing is always trying to move to a location, and when you walk over it, it activates the line. Uni 7? They're already working on 7? I thought they were doing Uni 6. Aren't they? I mean, now that they've removed that stupid fee that was getting everyone up in arms, that was the dumbest thing you can imagine someone doing. All right. Well, I think I'm done with the coding thing and messing around. I didn't really make as much progress on RPG in the box stuff as I wanted. It always comes down to the same problem, is like figuring out how to do the most basic things. 7's called Next Gen, but there have been small details revealed. Okay. I mean, I'll be curious to see what they do with it. I could wrap up and play like a smidgen of Parking Garage Rally Circuit, because I want to. And by smidgen, maybe I shouldn't though. The problem is that game is so stinking addicting. The second I start playing it, it's like, okay, well, that's what I'm doing for the next hour or two. My poor spacebar got borked off. I am going to do it though, because, YOLO. I don't know if Walliver is still here, but if he is, he's going to watch me crush his game into small little pieces. I know I'm not going to even bother changing my stream title. I'm just going to say it's game time, baby. Serena, thank you for the follow. Apologies if you're here to watch coding, because I'm not coding now. I'm playing some games. Now, I got to do this weird switch over. I'm going to go to teacher mode and have to remember to switch my mic back and forth. Let's see if this works. I'm going to push the button. Do that. And I'm going to quit the avatars because they don't need to be running now. And then, like moving back to single render pipeline, oh yeah, I saw that stuff, right. They're trying to consolidate things and make it a little bit better. I think is a good idea. Why am I getting all these messages? What's going on in Discord? Oh yeah, in our Discord, Jacob was even posting some of the Kickstarters. If you guys don't know, there's 2 really cool games. There's Forge of the Fae, which is doing a Kickstarter. And there's Maple Forest. So these are the examples of recent games doing Kickstarters. And I mean, they had a 15K goal and they're at 60 right now. I mean, if we had funds like that, we could do a lot just by contracting people, because then we'd have the funds to pay people to do things that we can't do on our day-to-day job. So, yeah, I'd be curious, like, some of this stuff too is like they're what was I gonna say? Like their plans or the direction they're going, like it seems we're in a similar boat. So yeah, I don't know. I'd be curious to see what we could do there. All right, let's go do some parking garage rally circuit. I think the audio will be okay, but for the sake of sanity, I'm going to move this down. Bring me down, bring me down. I have no idea where the audio is going to be at. I also got to switch it to the other window. Hopefully I moved it down enough and it's not killing your ears right now like it is mine. Oh no, definitely not killing your ears. Mine are the ones that are dying. Okay, let's see here. I guess I'll just move the audio. Is the audio okay? Is it hopefully not too loud? If you're still listening, that is. Is my audio working? Okay, I'm here. So, one of the things, so you see this top 5%? The whole reason I keep playing this game is now I blame Sympathy. 100% blame Sympathy. Because she came in and was like, I'm getting really great scores. And so then I got stubborn and I wanted to try and, you know, match her, get a better one. She's way better. She's definitely much more of a hardcore gamer than me. So the one that I've been trying to get is this heavy, because Sympathy doesn't like the heavy car. So I'm like, I'm gonna go beat a lot, you know, the type of car that she's not good at. We'll see how this works. So I've been trying really hard to get. Oh wow, why am I doing so bad? I've been trying really hard to get a better score with this car. I think I got to like. Oh shit! I think I got the rank 33rd or something. Like, there's the leaderboard that goes up to 250 or something, and I got. Oh my god! Why am I doing so bad? I was doing way better earlier. I swear. I swear. I got a leaderboard rank to prove it. I got to get reoriented on this game. This is a lot of resets. I think some people stole my lines because I'm pretty sure the people I was going against previously were not doing those lines. I'm just amazed at Wallaber. I know it's his game, but people aren't always as good at their own games as they are at making the game. You know? And Wallaber just crushes, man. Oh, yeah, okay, we went the wrong way. When I watch Wallaber play his own game, like, how is he so dang good at it? It's not like you can just... Yeah, he knows some of the mechanics, but that doesn't necessarily make you good at things, right? Clearly, it's the type of game he's wired for. How am I not doing as good as earlier? I'm not even keeping up with my own ghost. Oh, I missed it. I don't know if like the speed run grind is probably not the most fun. I should probably like see if I can get through. I got gold for everybody, so I don't really know what I can. I could probably go through each route and see if I can get a better score on them or something. Because I think just practicing the same level over and over again does do something to improve. Oh my god! Your scores, your capabilities, something like that. I played his Ludum Dare one, Ludum Dare, Ludum Dare one. I don't know. It's like a 3-minute course. Insane. 3 minutes is a long time to be playing a racing game. Well, a racing game like this, that's more like, how much can you power slide? Come on, we got this. Ugh! Go, no! Fucking. Remember I used to play Jelly Car World? I think that game is more my speed. Because, you know, like, you can kind of speed. It was looking like... Have you played this, Valkyssa? I don't know if you're like... If your injury also makes it hard to play games like this. I mean, I'm getting an injury from playing this game. My wrist and my... Like, my middle finger gets numb if I play this too much. And I don't know why my middle finger, because it's literally not participating in the game. It's just holding the controller, but for some reason... God, these guys are good. I've also noticed whenever I've gotten a higher score, a bunch of people come in and do way better than me. Are they watching the leaderboard? Like, haha, Matzi. Oh, I missed it. Like, I have this perpetual wrist ache from playing this game. I'm okay with being behind a little bit. For now, I'm banned from all games. Oh no. That also sucks. So you can't work on your own, like, developing a game, and you can't work on playing games. That sucks. You play mind games with people. Play emotional games. See, I want to figure out that shortcut, but it scares me. I'm gonna hit the line. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it. Yep, I hit it. That part I hate the most in this. This one with that, like, rock getting in the way. I don't even know what to do about that thing. And people, like, watching Wallaber play this without even trying. He's like, oh, I can do that. I'll just, whatever, and get to 125 miles an hour and just jump right over it. I don't know how they do this. I don't think Wallaber has played all these levels significantly more than people that are playing right now. Maybe, yeah, he did make the game. He did test it a lot. I don't think he was, like, grinding for speed. Yeah, he cheat codes. I don't think so. Wallaber is not the type. If he's going to demonstrate something and he just wants to get there quickly while he's streaming, he'll do that. But he's definitely not going to... Oh my god! How do they do that? Looked like a cool game. Yeah, Wallaber is super talented. Oh, man. Hey, Drast, what's up, man? Oh, just finalizing my break before I wrap up for the night. I felt like I should try to get a better score. Oh my god. Ugh. What I've noticed about my playstyle with this game is, while I'm not always the best at the beginning, I tend to be better at the first lap than the second. Second laps I just suck at. Once I go too fast, I'm just like, I don't know what to do with this car. I don't know how to make myself better at everything. I know where's my ghost at? Whee! Okay. Oh my god. I could try a different car. I think I could get better like scores on most of these tracks. I was trying to find like secret hacks to get past certain things. There's the Minnesota Mall level. Like, I bet you I could figure out how to get up on the berm, but Wallaber clearly tested for that, because anytime you try and jump up there, you like flip over. It's crazy. I'm not even gonna try. How do they do it? Oh, come on. It has a smoothing filter on. Well, I'm using the PC port version. So the game has different settings. You can play it like it was a Sega Saturn. That's fine. Or you can play it with PC port. And I just like the slightly higher quality graphic. It makes it easier for me to read the road and the lines and all that stuff. No. Okay. I have this game in my cart. Plan to pick it up on payday. It was on sale when he launched it. Yep, I try to buy every game I can. And leave a review, even though it takes effort. A positive review. I'm not going to buy a dev's game and give them a negative review. That's like, you really have to not like somebody to do that. Okay, this is not going to work. There goes my best. Well, the problem is my best car is still better than what I've been doing. So it's really hard for me to beat myself. You know what I mean? Ooh. That's just all over the place. I want to figure out what those guys are doing when they go... Oh my god. When they go back up there. Maybe I should just do their lines. Let's see what they're doing. They're doing like... Oh, some of them are doing the other way. Yeah, nope. Some of them are doing this line and then this line. Maybe that's just me. I'll just go this way. Let's go that way. Let's go see what's over here. I was just thinking... Wallaber should have a mode where the checkpoints are reduced. Like there's like some main checkpoints, but then otherwise it's just like YOLO, get there the best line you can figure out. 96. Definitely faster speed, I guess. Well, there's cheat codes. You can actually... Oh, I should show you guys this. So there's a I got the 3rd place on this one. So there's a cheat code for the LD4 car. Oh wait, that's not what I want. Nope. I don't know how to use buttons. Apparently. Now it's going to open up on my left hand screen, of course. Because it doesn't have memory on where I opened it before. Move you over here. It'd be nice if it remembered where it was. How dare you? Wait, it's gameplay. Here we go. So we're gonna do cheat code. I think it's LD45 or is it LD54? I think it's... maybe? No, LD54. Okay. This is the Ludum Dare car. And when you do the cheat cars, I tried the new background, but it was too bright for me. I tried the new Alterium Shift background. So I can use the original LD Ludum Dare car. And I don't know if I'm still there. Look, I'm ranked number 3. Look how good I am, everybody. I made it to the 3rd rank. Because this, all I had to do was find the right bracket to compete in. And the reason, of course, is that there's not enough people who like look into the cheat codes or do the cheat code routes. But if you'll notice, somebody has like 5 seconds faster than everybody. I don't know what the heck they did to do that, but they definitely got like the max speed. They did maximum effort. I have no idea how they achieved it. Ah! How are they doing it? How? How did they go there? Look, they're going that way. Okay. I don't understand how people do this part. I don't get it. Like, I'm racing against myself right now. I don't think I'm ever going to get any higher scores than this on this particular route with this car. Although I could go get the higher scores and all the other... You can even play the controller car. Ah! Damn it. Definitely not going to be a race that I'm going to get a better score on. But I could try to get here. I don't think... Where was I on this one? Oh yeah, I could absolutely get a better score on this one. Oh, you can... Okay. We got this. It's fine. It'll be great. Cigarette. Cigarette is the person's name. That's cute. Whee! Wallaber has some tricks that I don't know yet. He's got some tricks that he uses. I think it's something to do with tapping the brake. Because the brake mechanic, it'll... it won't completely kill your boost if you do it with the right timing. But I haven't figured out how that works. And when I do, watch out, because Motzi will be the competitor of the year. Oh my god, why am I doing so badly? Please stop. Okay, well, I got a better score. Not that much better. That was terrible. I could do better than 132, but we're gonna continue. We already did Mount Rushmore. Now we gotta beat San Francisco. Beat it into the ground. Okay, yeah. You gotta actually hit the There's literally no sense in starting without boost. Whee! 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 Oh, God. Ah! It's going so fast. No, go! Don't do that. Oh, I lost all of my boost. I'll still be able to get gold, I think. Whee! I don't know why Wallaber. Oh God! decided to do certain maps with 3 maps versus 2. Ask him about that. Maybe he felt like this one was too short. Whee! Okay. I don't know why I have to say wee on that one, but maybe I have to go to the bathroom or something. Okay, so what? Me? Okay, we're good. Okay, we're fine. Oh no! Oh no! No, we got this. Let's just drive on the wall. Oh no! Oh god! Back up! Back up! Go forward! Jeez, what? Oh my god! That's awful. All right, have a good night. Dress. I really shouldn't be up right now, but let's see. Did I even make it somewhere? No, probably not. With that terrible ending, no way. No way I made it anywhere on that one. It needs jellyfish, yeah. Bugga 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 bugga. Oh wait, how did I get back to San Francisco? Maybe I can just try to like get a slightly better score than I had last time. I remember when I was playtesting his game and I had no idea how his idea worked with the power slide and boosting. I was like, wow, I can't. Oh, okay. What happened to this? Oh, wait. Oh, airport. There we go. Oh no! Too fast! Oh! No! That's a problem. We're fine. We're fine. We got this. We'll just take the barrier with us. Totally fine. Nope. Nope. Couldn't save it. I remember it's so funny, like the difference between how I know how to play this game now versus what I knew in the past. Because like how are they going so fast? How are they doing that on these turns? Oh, that's how they're doing it. They're just, you know, they just know how to play the game, I guess. They just learned. They've learned the ways. Whee! There you go. That was okay. All right, yeah, here we go. Gee, that was like total momentum killer. Oh my god. Watch out, cars. Yeah, no. Kind of want to learn Bakin or I mean Bakin, right? That would be the one that you'd want to do. I don't know what, I think they still have the same kind of like coding concept, but you can do some custom code in it, I believe. I don't know. I'm not particularly fond of these limited tools anymore. I think to have the right type of tool set, you need the sort of simplicity of quick development with the power of code being available. And I don't think Bakin really does that for you. I'm not totally sure though, actually. I know Jacob has used Bakin a bit and he's liked it. But I mean, I'm sort of speaking out of turn because I don't really use Bakin. I can just tell you from using like RPG in a box and stuff, it hasn't been the greatest. God, we've been absurd. Come on. No. Oh, it so makes me so mad. Baki at some point is getting a uni export. Yeah, that'll be kind of neat. I won't be able to do anything with it though. I think they use like some of the core Smile Game Builder engine. Like I don't think they just built Bakin completely from scratch. I think they still use some of the base ideas, but it's definitely not the same engine. I wouldn't be able to. That was neat. I wouldn't just be able to use it. I'd have to like completely rescope everything if I was going to try that. Huh? It's so different in this car. Yep. I think we both did it. It's funny that in his Ghost replay, his silver one actually got ahead of his gold. Yep. Yeah, we're going on a journey here. I gotta figure out like how to. Oh, I could just kill all of my momentum. I guess that's not a terrible idea. I don't go flying over the edge. It's more. It costs me more in time to completely crash than it does to kill my momentum. Oh come on! Why? Why did that happen? Well, oh my god. I was going too fast. I didn't slide soon enough. Can't let him catch up to me. It does feel a little personal because it is his ghosts. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Let's do this. We're good. Okay. Woohoo! Oh, yeah, we hit that. Okay. Everything's good. We're fine. Okay. Whew. Sad part is Walliver's Gold Ghost is like him sort of just kind of trying just enough to like make it seem like it's a hard level. We're good. Oh gosh. Hit. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 Here we go. No, no, no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. We're good. We're good. And I hit that again. Yep, it's fine. Oof. Wonder what my ranking ended up being. Not great, I would imagine. Nope. Oh wait, did I make it on the list? Oh, there I am, number 63. That's good. So now we do New Orleans. I don't know why I'm doing the full runs. I figured I should try and get the score for the prototype car. This is the best car to use for the cheat code cars. Whee! The car's not quite as fast as the other cars. It also doesn't handle quite as well. The other cars handle slightly better. Oh my god. Okay, we're good. Well, can't see. Oh my gosh. I wish this car handled better. But it wouldn't be a prototype if it was perfect. Okay. All right, we'll just let ourselves cool our boost a little bit. There you go. Woohoo! Yeah. It's even harder to play this game in multiplayer because you get so used to just resetting. There you go. Let's see what I did. Where'd I make it? This one I made it to 35. Look at that. I'm telling you, this is my speed. Apparently speedrunners hate this route or this map. Speedrunners hate this one weird trick. Whee! This car is absolutely not fast enough for this level to like hit the roof. Oh my god, wrong way. All right, have a good night, Burns. I really should be going to bed too, but I don't know. I just got a little addicted to this game. Unfair. I remember when Wallaber was launching this, I'm like, well, at least it's going to be a game where I played it and I'm fine with it and I don't need to play it anymore, you know? Because I just wasn't really, I wasn't good at it. Oh my god, I'm not saying I'm great at it now, but at least I fundamentally understand it better than I did, which I think encouraged me to play more. I did like racing games when I was a kid. Not as much as other games, but I did like them. They weren't like an anathema to me or anything. Oh, come on! Whee! Oh no! Whoa! Oh. Okay, well at least it gave me that. Yep, that's okay. Just going for a roll. Because I'm a car. Alright. I mean, the other car classes, if you make a mistake like that, you're toast. There you go. Yeah, I can see this. Did I make it? Still making it on the leaderboard. Mozzie's just crushing it. Hometown Minnesota right here. It's exactly what the mall's like. It's exactly what it's like trying to park at the mall. If ever you wonder what it's like to be in Minnesota at the Mall of America trying to park, this is I mean, I've made this jump a million times. The car isn't really handling it very well, but you know, what happens when you live in Minnesota? You just gotta like buy new cars every once in a while because it's just, oh my god. Okay, that was too brutal of a mess up. Car definitely does not handle the same as all the other cars. Come on, Gold, let's do this. Yep, literal Vikings too, not just like sports ball Vikings. Oh my god, come on. No way, no way, That kind of crash? My heart and soul dies when that happens. Although it's funny, the Minnesota Vikings, what Vikings? They're not from, you know. Oh my god. The Netherlands are the Vikings, right? Where that go? Well, wait, maybe that is where Minnesota is from. The Netherlands. Ah! Okay. Okay. Oh god, this car handles so badly. Whee! All over the place. Let's go for the gold. Whee! Oh man, this car handles so badly. Come on, we got this. We can do this. We can do it. We can. No, don't crash me. Please. Machi needs a new pair of shoes. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Nope, nope. Okay. You know, it's okay to use the brakes sometimes. I'd like all gas and no brakes. I'll just drive it, drive at 50 miles an hour. Whee! It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine here. How are you? Okay. Whew. Okay, we did it. I had to get a rank on that one, right? Yeah, look at that. I could get to the top. No, I can't. Soar? Look at this person's soar. Wallaber is number 2. Ugh. Liberty Island. Let's do this. Ready, set, go! This is the brutal track. Someone's using the wagon? Wallaber used a wagon on this one? That's hilarious. Oh my god. Okay, we're good. Yep, we're good. 95 miles an hour. Perfect. Going back in time with that. It's over 88. I missed the checkpoint. No. Oh, I missed a checkpoint. It's so embarrassing. We're not going to preserve that boost because it tends to mess me up right here. I won't be going quite as fast, but I think we'll be okay. The trick is just always be sliding. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh, no. How I lost that one. I don't know what happened there. My brain just died. The last one. That's when I need to get a score in so I can actually be on the leaderboards. Heck with it. We'll just... we're just gonna go full bore, man. 96 miles an hour. Let's do it. Oh god! Oh god. No. No. It's fine. It's fine. We can save that. Oh, that's sad. We didn't need boost anyway, I guess. It feels like you're moving so slowly when you lost all your boosts. Like sad little boostless car. It's clear Walliver didn't try very hard on these ones. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Yep. Nope. We're good. Here we go. Yep. Here we go. We got this. We're good. Yep. Yep. Okay. Whew. That was actually the best I've ever been through that part. Look at me go, man. Oh my god. Okay. We'll just... Yeah. Hey, we'll just... Huh? We'll just... Yeah. Okay. It's fine. I meant to do that. Just a, you know, Motzi strat. For one of these levels, I want to get ranked at a high level by making a mistake that just, like, accidentally gets me through the finish line at a faster time. So that people are like, whoa, how did he do that strat? It's like completely accidental, but it works. Like you end up doing a massive skip on accident. That would be amazing. And like no one can replicate it. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, okay. We're good, we're good. No. Okay, okay, okay. Slow down, slow down. Don't go so fast. No. Okay. Oh my god. Oh. Yes, I just killed all of my momentum, but I mean, did you see me? Oof. Went off the edge. This is car so small. Oh, we did it last time. We might as well just go for gold, right? Whee! ABC's always BC sliding. Oh my gosh. Okay. And this last one is the LD5 Limited, which I got ranked 6, by the way, just so you know. That's right. 21st. All right. Well, I mean, I did rank in every single level. Did I rank? No, I guess I didn't rank in this one. This one, people probably have worked on optimizing. But I'll do one more round Mount Rushmore just for funsies. Every time I see my best, I think my beast. Oh my god, why'd it go that way? No. I just want to finish it somewhat close to what I had before. I don't know how they do that. There I go. All right. Just. I don't have Walliver's ability to be like, I'm going to do this one more time, and then I'm going to beat my score. He's got this, like, under pressure, he's an animal. Under pressure, I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to die. I don't know how they do it. How are they getting that line? There I go. Never mind. I'm just gonna give up. All right, this is a good time for me to wrap it up. I don't think I need to go to chat mode. I'm just gonna call it. Should I even do a raid? I guess I could do a raid. Let me just see here. Oh, hey, look at that. I just muted it and it came back. Perfect. Have a good night, Valkrissa. Thanks for stopping in. I'll just go, do a quick little raidaroo for the funsy foos. And then run off to get ready for bed, because I should do that. Why is my keyboard not working? Nothing on my computer is working right now. For some reason, my my Chrome browser is acting like it's from a different dimension. We have Jitspo's code is coding. Evan, a minute since I saw Jitspo. Oh wait, he's looking for people to raid. Oh crap. I'm gonna raid him before he has a chance. Oh, dude, nothing on my computer is working. Can I raid him? Let's see if we can do this. All right, I want to make this go real fast, so he doesn't have time to raid me. I don't think he's gonna raid me. He's gonna raid somebody else. But you all have a good night, and see you on Saturday or whatever. Bye.